Hey folks, today's another good day in my life. It's a good day because I'm running out of maple syrup. You're probably thinking, how could that be a good thing if you're running out of maple syrup? Well, the place that makes this incredible maple syrup is currently boiling sap. The weather's been changing, the sap's been flowing, so they're making more maple syrup. Let's go see how they make this syrup and buy us a bottle or two. Welcome to this next edition of Rob on the Run. Patty's actually with me today, so this is officially a Rob and Patty on the Run. I like when that happens. This maple place we're going to is actually called TAPS. The Andrews Pure Syrup is what TAP stands for. They're a family-owned business just a few miles north of where we live. So let's take a short little drive and go check out how they make maple syrup. Here we are, like I said, just a few miles north of us. We're busy boiling the sap. Here we are, lots of wood ready for the boiling season that's ahead.
So, you guys want a small tour?
Sure, that'd be cool, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go start in the next room here.
All right. Holy cow.
So, right now what we have is, this is our raw sap that comes in from our trees and neighbors' trees and whatever. So what we'll do is we'll have a pump from outside, we'll pump our sap into this tank. And what you see here is we have a reverse osmosis system in here. Yeah. And what we do is we'll take it up to 12% sugar before we then process it into our cooker. So we're just condensing it. We're taking water out of the sap. So this is called a raised flue pan. It's a specialty pan just for making syrup. What it does is that sap comes into this tank. There's a float here. So this regulates the amount of fluid that's in our there's a hole that then goes to the middle compartment. The middle compartment then has to run all the way back, and there's a hole in that one that goes to the far compartment, and then runs all the way forward. So I talked about that river system in our back pan. So that then everything goes in that back corner and then comes out here. So our sap comes through here. It'll go into either this side or this side, depending on how we have these valves turned. So it goes into one side. What I'll do, it'll go back, and you can see the dividers in these pans, and there's actually a hole all the way on that end of the divider. So on that sap has to go temperature of our syrup. So this then tells it, hey, open the valve up once on there, and it automatically draws out. So we don't have. Yeah, so we'll actually use.
So after it goes through here, it goes through the filtering and then bottling, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it goes through the filter press. That gets out all the particulate, and then it gets pumped into this pan. This is our finishing pan.
Okay.
So that's all final product that was ready to get bottled. Yeah.
How many trees do you have?
I have about 830 taps. My dad has, what, 750 now?
Yeah.
What, 750? We have a neighbor that's got 500 some. You get like a golden delicate, like you can see through it.
Yeah.
So it looks more like water. It doesn't have the flavor.
Ours isn't far from golden delicate.
But then, like, I mean, that's what you think of, like syrup, that darker color or whatever. Change right now.
I know you're in festival because during the pandemic, when we were doing our ordering online,
Sure.
they were out of what we were looking for and they subbed yours, and it's like, man, I'm getting that from now on. So,
I appreciate it. Yeah, we've gotten a lot of. We've actually heard that more than once. It's with our cooking processes. We cook it longer than other people. A lot of guys they just want to get it through.
Yeah.
They want to produce as much as they possibly can in the shortest amount of time. So they're just there pumping that stuff through their shacks. They're not cooking it very long. So you don't get the flavors built into your syrup. It's just a more watery product kind of a thing. So.
well, you're busy, so we don't. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. Nice meeting you guys.
They have a self-serve maple store right here. Here we are. I'm gonna pick up the Amber Rich. This is some tasty syrup. We are back home now. It's the next day, bright and early. We thought, let's make some pancakes. So Patti is busy making buttermilk pancakes. We're gonna be putting some of this on it. Oh, wait a minute, not this stuff. We're gonna be using the good stuff. Got our tap syrup ready to go. Let's make some pancakes. That's salt, sugar, and what?
Baking powder.
Baking powder, huh?
Now it has to sit and rest.
How long?
Whatever. I don't know. Sorry.
Well, I can't wait. Nice and thick, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Nicely done. My favorite part of picking up maple syrup is having syrup the next day. Let's give this a try. They get a really nice deep maple flavor in that syrup. Jake was explaining that they spend a good amount of time making sure they cook this sap down to the right sugar content first of all, and then bringing out the color and the flavor. And man, whatever they're doing right, because this is some good syrup. Well, I think this was a really fun Rob and Patti on the Run. And actually, it was a bit educational. I never knew how they made maple syrup before. That was pretty cool. Yep. We went to the Taps Maple Farm. TAPS stands for the Andrews Pure Syrup, just a few miles north of us here. Great ride and great people. Jake, the main, I guess, syrup guy, and his dad, Pete, were just so friendly. They showed us everything. It was really a good time. This generation knows what they're doing when they're making maple syrup. It is really good. And you know what? Grandpa Pete is taking the kids out and showing them how to do the syrup thing too. It's going to be a good next generation. So if you're ever in the Fond du Lac area, check them out. If you're at a Festival Foods in the area, get their syrup. You won't go wrong. You know, we had a good day, didn't we?
We did.
It was a great day. We hope you're having a great day too. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Beautiful, right?